Hi, it's me again, and you know full well one of my favourite things to read about in a newspaper is the OAPs who are refusing to pay for their TV licence. Makes me really, really happy. Let's take a look at this story. Maybe we'll have a bit of a chat about it. BBC faces huge £40 million budget hole as over 75s refuse to fork out for the TV licence. It's good news, isn't it? I love stories like this. Now, one of the most vocal people on this subject isn't me. I'm nobody on a pokey little YouTube channel, aren't I? But there is a charity called Silver Voices, and the director of that, Dennis Reed, has been really vocal on this. So Dennis Reed of Silver Voices said, many older people have stopped watching live television as they cannot afford to pay the licence fee. But nobody needs to watch live TV anymore anyway. You can skip live TV and you'll still catch at least 90% of the stuff you'd have watched anyway. First link below, you'll see. So Dennis Reed said, the BBC is making huge losses as a result of its cruel policy to scrap the TV licences for the over 75s. It has dropped hundreds of thousands of addresses out of its licensing database altogether and will find it impossible to claim licence fees retrospectively from those households it is still pursuing. It's good news. The BBC is hamstrung by its reluctance to pursue the over 75s through the courts, and yet its senior executives refuse to admit they made a monumental mistake. It's crazy, isn't it? Crazy. We have given up on the BBC to see sense and are now calling on the government to intervene to ensure free licences are restored. They've just got to do it. The BBC just need to swallow its pride and do it and have some positive PR for once. Come on, BBC, you can do it. Around 4.2 million people were hit by the rule change on the 1st of August last year, with just 770,000 of those who claim pension credit still exempt from paying. That's right, so if you are an OAP and you're watching this, if you're eligible for pension credit, then you don't need to pay for a TV licence. Just phone TV licensing, they'll sort it all out for you. Now, the BBC tried a number of different tactics to make older viewers pay up, including sending cruel letters telling pensioners your TV licence has been cancelled and warning them you are no longer licensed to watch or record programmes. Yeah, the letters are just standard letters though, and nothing that scary and nothing that different to what they send out to everybody. The letters are an absolute joke. And if you've had some letters and you're a bit worried by it, I've got a playlist down below. Find the link to that playlist and have a look, because I break all the letters down and they're not scary. They're not scary at all. They're just sales letters trying to scare you into paying for something you might not want. BBC bosses face criticism for introducing the charge in the middle of a pandemic when many older pensioners were isolated and relied on their television for vital health updates as well as company during lockdown. It introduced a brief payment amnesty to allow viewers to get used to the payment changes, but has since insisted it will continue to impose the fee. Yeah, I've said this a lot, that many OAPs rely on their television for company, and my mum isn't that old. She's in her 70s, but I don't think that's that old. And she's at home all day on her own, and especially when she's having to isolate and stuff, the only company she had was her phone and her telly. And I can't be on the phone to her all day, and neither can the rest of my family members. We have our own lives and things to do. And she relied on the TV, and she loved watching the TV, and that's why she continues to pay for her TV licence, even though this is me. If I can persuade anybody to cancel their licence, it'd be my own mother, wouldn't it? But she needs that TV for, company, for, just some noise in the room, a voice, a friendly voice that she understands and knows. And that's the saddest thing about cancelling a TV licence, is there's many OAPs like that are missing out on that. Yes, some can afford to pay the licence fee, I get that. Not all OAPs are skin, are they? And 159 quid a month isn't the end of the world. But my point is that these pensioners have probably paid TV licence fees all their lives. And how many years of paying the fee do you have to pay before they go, do you know what, have a couple of free ones on us? If you have a classic car and it's over, 25 years old, you don't have to pay your road fund licence anymore. Yeah, it's free. You pay the TV licence for 25 years, you don't have to pay it anymore. Does that not make sense? Just let the OAPs off. It's mad, isn't it? Mad. A leading campaigner for this, Lord Folks, said pensioners were being left on a breadline by the fee. He wrote for the Daily Express, if they scrimp and save to pay the licence fee, they will have to cut back elsewhere. Yeah, as I said, 159 quid might not seem a lot of money to many of us, and we're very lucky if that's the case. But to some people, trying to find that it's tough. 13 quid a month. Some people, It's really tough to find. I've been in that situation. I know how tough it is to find. If they cut back on food or heating, their health could deteriorate and many more over 80s will die from hypothermia or starvation. Well, especially with the way bloody food prices are going. So have you seen food prices lately? Mad, isn't it? If they refuse to pay, they could be hauled before the court in spite of all the promises that this would not be considered. The BBC will be writing to the remaining 260,000 viewers about setting up a licence in the coming weeks. A spokesman said, the £40 million figure is hypothetical and does not take into account where we were in the process. 9 out of 10 older people have signed up and we are grateful for them for doing so. 9 out of 10 old people who would have got a free one have now signed up to pay for one. I don't know where they're getting their numbers from. I would not have said that. I'd like to see some evidence to back that up. And we have now written to those households who have not contacted us yet to ensure they are properly licensed. So maybe some of the people out of the 9 out of the 10 have done the exemption form. So they've been legally licensed free. They've filled out the exemption form or given them a call saying they don't need a license. Dial all that in, then maybe 9 out of 10 people have contacted the BBC. But don't be fooled by this. You don't have to speak to them and cancel. You don't have to speak to them and pay. You can just ignore them. As long as you're not watching anything as it's being broadcast and you're not using BBC iPlayer, you can watch anything else you like. Netflix, ITV, Hub, Channel 4, on demand, obviously. All of that stuff, even BBC shows that you find on Netflix, you can watch legally without a television licence, and you don't need to tell them anything. If you get a knock on the door, the standard rules apply. I've said it a million times on this channel. You'll find the links down below for how to deal with TV licence inspectors. But one knocks on your door, dead simple, open it up. Hello, who are you? Hello, I'm from TV licensing. Close the door. Done. That's it. There is nothing more they can do. They don't have any powers. The letters may scare you. The knocks on the door may scare you. But honestly, don't be. You don't have to speak to the BBC. And the fact that, more older people are fighting against it. And this isn't going away, this story, is it? It's just not going away. Dennis Reed's being an absolute legend and fighting the cause. And I'm trying to do the best I can do as well. And hopefully we're going to get this sorted out. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And as I said, there's loads of links down below as well. I'll take a look at those and see if there's any other videos you fancy watching. And I'll see you in another video again soon. Thanks for watching.